Manchester United have an agreement in principle to sign Cody Gakpo from PSV in January. Heavily reported by the Dutch media, Man United have been monitoring him for a while. He is a big target of Eric Ten Hag. And with Cristiano Ronaldo gone, finished, complete at Manchester United, there is an opening in the roster. But where will he play? Will he continue as an inside forward, or will Manchester United deploy him in that central striker role? But big reports from Holland that the deal is agreed in principle. It is a matter of crossing I's and dotting T's and getting it over the line in January. I want your instant thoughts and feelings. Smash the like and share button. Let's go.
On the World Cup, but yeah, it's always nice to hear such rumors. But yeah, I just try to focus here and do my best. I'm not surprised. I know what I'm capable of, but it's always a challenge to reach your highest level that's possible. And I think I'm not there yet. I think I can improve in a lot of things.
Cody Gakpo here, talking about his. I've actually been told it's Cody Gakpo, is how you pronounce his name. So I'm going to try and get it right. Cody Gakpo, talking here about the rumors away from PSG. And of course, he's going to say what he's meant to say, that I am focused completely and utterly on international duty. Now, we all know I am completely and utterly focused on international duty, is the international code. The international code for, yes, I've seen these rumors. Yes, I'm excited. And yes, my management team are working on them. But players can't say this publicly. If you state it publicly and something goes wrong, if you state it publicly and you perform poorly and your team loses, your fans come for you. The fans of the Netherlands, the Dutch people, will not be happy. They want to know that you're 110% focused at all times on what you're doing. But the big question is around this. There's two ways to break this deal down. You look at the individual player. The guy's a talent. 13 goals and 17 assists so far this season at club level in 24 games. I believe he actually had a better GA this season. I haven't done the maths than Erling Haaland. At the same time, you're looking at an individual that so far in this World Cup, the Netherlands have been poor. They have been legitimately poor in every single way, shape, and form. But he has been their shining light. Brilliant headed goal in the first game, a screamer in the second, playing in a more central position, more of a 10 role than number 9. And that's, I suppose, where the confusion comes in for Man United fans with Gakpo. I'm going to admit I've seen him play in a handful of games, and I've not been 110% convinced that this individual is of the standard I want. But I have caveated that with, but I do trust Eric Ten Hag. And I think that's a very important distinction to make. It's a very important element to focus on, that the manager gets this. The manager thinks he's great. The manager thinks there's a lot of potential in there. So of course, I'm willing to give it a run and a try and a go. But in terms of the deal, Hans Kraaij Jr., an ex-Dutch footballer, now pundit and journalist, has stated, I want to read out his quote here, has stated that, I want to get this right. He says, Cody Gakpo is gone. PSG are not going to keep him, and you cannot keep him anymore. Gakpo will soon be playing in the Premier League. Now, of course, a lot of people speculate that that is going to be, Manchester United where he goes because of the links and everything else. But most of the credible links, as it stands right now, are to Manchester United. Remember, Southampton had a £21 million bid for Gakpo, rejected in August. Arsenal have been linked with him and many other elements. But my big question is, where is he going to play? Because this season, it's been on the left-hand side of that attack predominantly. He has played central, he has played on the right, but predominantly it's the left-hand side. We all know that's Marcus Rashford's best position. We all know that that is the best position, the best position so far of young Garnacho. So you kind of sit there and think to yourself, You've got Alejandro, you've got Rashford, potentially Jadon Sancho as well. Where does he fit? And that isn't to say that he can't play instead of those individuals, because that isn't the message I push. But it makes me just wonder where he fits in and what's going to happen to those other players. There is also a thought and a feeling around Dutch football that maybe he is in his best position is a number 9. He's got to develop with his back to goal, but there's a lot of belief due to the size and stature and physicality of Cody that he could be developed into a very capable number 9, because he's got finishing prowess. The guy scores goals, and it's one of the hardest skills in football to master, scoring goals, and he does it with ease. Again, in the Eredivisie, he does it with ease. 21 goals in all comps again last year as well. And this is still a relatively young player, 23 years of age now, turning 24 this year. But he's now about to go into his mid-20s. And, he wants to be at a big, settled club, playing for a manager that wants him, and really settling in a role. And I think what Gakpo's problem has been is that he has chopped and changed. Which you look for his career. It's like, is he a striker? Is he left? Is he right? Can he play in the 10 role? And I think he really wants to focus on one position, make it its own, and push forward. But I do want to get your views and your opinions as to whether or not you think this is a good deal or not. Like, I want your take on this below. How much of the needle does he move for Manchester United? That's my first sort of question to you. And if Man United aren't the team to sign him, if Man United don't get this deal done, who else could come in for him and get him? I want to read quote for you here from the former PSV director, John De Jong. He says, Cody Gakpo was waiting for his transfer to Man United, and it looked like it would happen. But a week before the end of the window, it didn't fall through, as it didn't go through. Then he had 2 other Premier League options left, which the bids were rejected. But he goes on to speak about how Man United is this desire for him. We all know why we didn't sign Gakpo in the summer, and it was because, in my opinion, Ronaldo didn't leave. Ronaldo is now gone. The space on the roster is open. And there is all sorts of talk about how much this would cost. And the most commonly used amount of money that I typically see is around about that 40 to 45 million pound mark, which, if we're getting him for 45 million pounds, I have to say, I it's not a risk. Is what I'm trying to say here. I'm not 100% convinced by him, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to my viewers, lie to my audience, and say that I am. But at 40 to 45 million in this day and age, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And if this agreement, in principle, is correct, and United have the first choice option of him, we could get this player in January. If he comes in and does what Ten Hag thinks he can do, if he comes in and delivers how Cody Gakpo himself thinks he's going to deliver, this could be a very, very good signing indeed for Manchester United. But I do want your thoughts and I do want your feelings, people. What do you make of this deal? And I know it's only November, so people say, why are you talking transfers already? But you've got to remember this. It's only a month, 1 month, 4 weeks today, maybe a little bit more, maybe 4 weeks and 2 days, sorry, until the transfer window opens. And between now and then, you've got the World Cup until the 18th. So from when the World Cup ends, there's going to be 2 weeks left to really get the planning going, because teams want these January signings early. And that's what it feels like is going on here to me. But I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Make sure the One Football app gets downloaded right now, my people. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you.